Hi everyone, my name is Elliot, co-founder of Mnemonic AI. This is our series on HR personas. So you want to attract top tech talent like a pro? It all starts with knowing who you're talking to. In this video, we continue our journey on HR personas, specifically how understanding your ideal candidate, like your system specialist Ian in this case, can supercharge your recruiting strategy. From demographics to pain points, and from where they hang out online to what really drives them, we will break down how to use these insights to find, reach, and resonate with the candidates who matter most. Whether you are fine-tuning job ads, choosing the right platform, or refining your employer brand, this persona-based approach helps HR work smarter, not harder. Let's have a look at the sample HR personas and investigate the different components and how they can be used for HR itself as well as marketing. Let us talk about demographics first. Let's pretend you are an HR company looking to attract someone like this system specialist. Have a look. He's a 30-year-old married professional living in Raleigh with a solid 110K salary. Let's talk about how you can actually use this HR persona to find and market to candidates like our system specialist effectively. First up, how do you find people like this? Given their experience level and six-figure salary, this kind of professional isn't casually scrolling through Indeed looking for entry-level jobs. Instead, your efforts should be focused on more targeted, data-driven platforms. Use LinkedIn Recruiter to search for profiles with similar job titles, skills, and locations. That's where these candidates are most likely to be. Also, consider niche tech job boards like Dice, Stack Overflow Jobs, or We Work Remotely. These platforms tend to attract the kind of mid-career IT professionals we are targeting much more than generalist job boards. Don't forget about local industry-specific meetups. In this case, look at Raleigh-based IT and networking events where professionals gather to learn, share, and connect. And beyond events, you can engage in online communities that this persona likely visits. Think about GitHub, certain Reddit groups, or specialized tech Slack groups. The key here, join the conversation before you pitch a job. Build credibility first. Now, once you have identified the right candidates, it's all about how you speak to them. Your messaging needs to feel personal and aligned with their values. For someone in their late 30s and mid-career, job growth is essential. They're not just looking for another job, they want a clear path forward. So in your job descriptions, highlight leadership opportunities, certification support, and challenging projects where they can make a real impact. Be intentional with your language. Skip the generic buzzwords like fast-paced environment or self-starter. Instead, say something like, we are looking for a system specialist who enjoys solving complex technical problems and shaping scalable IT solutions for a growing enterprise. And don't underestimate the power of local-based messaging. If you are hiring in Raleigh, for instance, lean into that. Mention the local tech community and the change to be part of something growing. If it is a remote role, be clear about how your company supports remote work. Not just that it's allowed, but that you have the infrastructure and culture to make it thrive. All of this together makes your outreach more relevant, more human, and more likely to attract candidates like Ian. Someone who's experienced, thoughtful, and ready for the next chapter in their career. Now, let us talk about Ian's needs and go-tos. Have a quick look. So, Ian is a mid-career IT professional, feeling unstable in his role due to layoffs, unclear leadership communication, and shifting work policies. He isn't actively job seeking, but is monitoring opportunities for job security, stability, and flexibility. To attract someone like Ian, HR firms must address his career anxieties, desire for transparency, and need for work-life balance. To convert someone like Ian into an applicant, your messaging needs to speak directly to what matters most to him. job security, transparent leadership, and flexible work policies. So let us start with job security. He isn't just looking for a new job, right? He searches for stability. So ditch into the generic fast-paced environment language. So share employee testimonials from working parents or team members who have benefited from that flexibility. Now, one of Ian's biggest frustration is vague communication from leadership. To gain his trust, HR teams should highlight companies that are transparent and employee-focused. Showcase through leadership from executives that reinforces job stability. Share clips from town halls or leadership Q&A sessions. This gives a glimpse into the kind of open culture Ian is craving. Another key point, career growth. Right now, Ian feels stuck. So highlight opportunities to upskill, promote paid certifications like AWS or cybersecurity, define career path, mentorship programs, and internal mobility success stories. Let him see that joining your company means growing his career, not putting it on hold. And of course, compensation matters. Ian, reassessing his salary due to inflation and stress. This means your ads need to highlight above market pay, strong healthcare benefits, and family perks. Try messaging like competitive salaries, inflation-adjusted raises, and benefits that supports your family future. So now we've addressed his needs. So how do we actually reach Ian? Let us look at the channels he's on and the content he responds to. First up, LinkedIn and YouTube. Ian follows tech influencers and certification channels, not because he's job hunting, but because he cares about staying current in his field. These are great platforms, so subtle but powerful recruitment messaging. Think sponsored posts or video ads that feature job security, career growth, and flexibility. Show how your company's certification support or structured career development paths. Partner with tech influencers to talk about how your client companies support IT professionals. It's about building trust through voices Ian already respects. Let's talk about Reddit now. Ian is very active on certain subreddits, like r sysadmin. These are real, unfiltered spaces where IT professionals can talk about everything, from layoffs to burnout to remote work and career transitions. So how do you show up there? Be part of that conversation. Answer questions, share insights, subtly introduce companies that provide the job security and flexibility Ian wants. You can also run targeted Reddit ads on relevant threads, something like worried about job security? See how company XYZ supports IT professionals with long-term stability and remote work options. This speaks directly to his current mindset. Now, here is something more personal. Ian loves hiking and outdoors. This tells us a lot. He values wellness, stress relief, and balance. So why not tailor job ads to reflect that? Try a LinkedIn post that says flexible schedules for professionals who love the outdoors. Or create testimonial videos of IT employees who talk about balancing remote work with time on the trail. Even better, sponsor local hiking events or attend Raleigh's meetups to casually connect with potential candidates in a natural setting. That kind of personal touch can go a long way. And finally, let's talk about his late night habits, not the weird ones. After a long day, he unwinds with TV or tech content on YouTube. He might not be job hunting at the moment, but he's thinking, reflecting, maybe even scrolling. That's why late night ad replacements are so effective. Run LinkedIn or Reddit ads from 9 p.m. to midnight. Retarget him with YouTube ads during his downtime. And keep the tone relaxed and empathetic. Something like thinking about job security while unwinding. Discover IT roles that give your peace of mind. That kind of messaging hits in just the right moment. By understanding his needs, habits, values, you're not just marketing a job. You're offering a solution to his real-life concerns, and that's where recruitment becomes truly effective. Next part, let's talk about representation and cluster size. What does that mean? So understanding Ian's persona represents the largest candidate cluster with 70%. It allows HR teams to optimize their processes, because you need to know how big your different customer clusters are. Since 70% of potential candidates belong to Ian's segment, HR can strategically allocate more resources, including advertising budgets, recruiter time, and employer branding efforts toward channels and strategies that resonate most with this group. Rather than spreading marketing efforts across all personas, focusing on high-impact platforms like LinkedIn, YouTube, and Reddit ensures that recruitment messages reach the right audience. Additionally, job boards investments should be prioritized on sites where the talent pool frequently searches for opportunities or stays informed about industry trends. By refining budget allocation in this way, HR can maximize recruitment efficiency, improve candidate engagement, and ensure a higher return on investment. So thank you for watching the second video on HR personas. In the upcoming video, we'll focus on the most challenging but at the same time most rewarding aspect of HR personas: the personality behind the segment. So thank you very much. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, leave us a thumbs up. If you have questions, reach out to us on LinkedIn, the website, or right here in the comments, and we'll get back to you. And thank you very much for watching.